Okay, in my mini world, actually, I ask people when I ask them, approach them that why they don't like to speak in English or converse in English. They say that they don't want to lose the mother tongue. I feel that learning a foreign language doesn't mean that you have to forget your mother tongue, right? Don't try to hide your weakness by showing such kind of attitude or love towards something, because I love English. I frequently speak in English, but I am so good and perfect in my mother tongue as well. And I can promise you guys, when I start speaking in my mother tongue, I don't even use a single English word. So getting over your weakness and accepting is the first step for the growth, right? You need to get over your weakness, accept that, and that's when out of your comfort zone growth happens. It's all in your hands, and it's your choice to where you have to put things. Now, communication plays a very crucial role in our day-to-day life, right? Communication doesn't mean just learning few new words from a dictionary, or communication doesn't even mean that speaking whatever comes from your heart, right? So for a universal communication, a global language, that is English, plays a very crucial role in our career success path. Both your spoken English and written English are given equal importance in your career. Well, from your email structure to typing a message to your boss to writing a letter to your friend or conversation with a friend, only few make us feel what a beautiful English, man. Today we're gonna talk about that beautiful English. So let's get started. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Shift Study Studio. My name is Rupa, and today we'll be discussing about 5 points to make your communication beautiful. There's a fluctuation in the light. I'm sorry, I'm shooting in the natural light. First thing I'm gonna address is tenses. Well, we all are not so perfect in tenses, but let me tell you, you need to focus a little bit more if you are already focusing on it. Because imagine your mother tongue is perfect for you, but some other person have learned it as a foreign language, and the person when talks to you, explaining a situation which is already gone as if it's a present situation, he is using a present tense, then you will be pretty confused whether he is explaining you something which has already happened or it is happening currently, right? The same thing happens if you misuse tenses with English as well. In English as well, you need to focus on the is, was, where, in forms, and the verb, past tense, present tense, v1 v4 forms we do have, right? So you need to focus on them because they play a crucial role while you are speaking as well. So the best example for that, what was happened last night, we don't need a past tense helping verb was along with the verb happened, right? We don't need two verbs at the same time. What happened last night is the correct form. They accused her of steal. What is incorrect in the sentence? They accused her of stealing. You need to use that ing form here, not steal. And of, few people might feel even of is not a correct preposition here, but it is the correct one. We don't say for stealing, of stealing. Most of us go wrong with the second one, that is prepositions. Okay, now let's not blame our schools, because our schools have given us a chance to be a self-taught person, so let's grab it. So the prepositions, sometimes we don't need it, we add it extra into the sentences, like call to a friend. Call to, we don't need to here, we just can say call a friend, that's enough. You're getting onto the bus, you daily travel by the bus, you are in your room, you are at the supermarket, you are in the supermarket, you are at the theater. Most of us go wrong with these prepositions, but they play a very crucial role in deciding our fluency on English, in English. Third thing I want to concentrate here is pronunciation. Well, the most another deciding factor of your fluency is your pronunciation, how well you pronounce a word that you have chosen. For example, cellar. Cellar, R is silent. Cellar, that's it. And jewelry, not jewelry, jewelry. And restaurant, no, restaurant. Such kind of proper pronunciation can make other feel that you literally have command on what you're speaking. And pronunciation is truly a game changer. Fourth, grammar. Well, grammar includes so many things, but I want to give few examples. We tend to make such kind of mistakes, right? Cope with, that's it. Cope itself means that you're trying to deal with the situation. Now, cope up, two words doesn't come together. Cope up with the situation is totally wrong. Next is Many a times is another phrase that we usually use. Many a time is the correct form, or many times usually we use. Tell me what's wrong in this. Since then, I followed my friend's advice. Since then, I have followed my friend's advice. Okay, now grammar also means indirect and direct speeches, right? So, I'll give you an example based on this. After dinner, my mother suggested to go for a walk. What is incorrect in this sentence? Okay. After dinner, my mother suggested going for a walk. Okay, now communication just doesn't mean that what you are speaking, how much command you have on a language. It also means how are you speaking, right? I'm talking about pitch. Now these days we also have courses based on how you have to speak. If you're a motivational speaker, if you have to speak on a stage, give a seminar, all these kind of things. We are grateful for that, by the way. We do have some free resources as well, so you can work on it, whether you have to use a moderate pitch or low or high based on your situations and to whom you're speaking. Work on that as well. That can make your communication a little bit more interesting. You have to do it if you have to stand out from others and grab people's attention, because everything is saturated these days. You have to work on your creativity and spontaneous thing, like, I mean, to the spontaneity that you have within you need to work on that as well. How well you are quick and spontaneous about expressing your emotions or handling a situation right then and there itself, that also is observed. You never know who is observing you in your workplace. um Everything is calculated to give you a promotion, okay? So not only your behavioral skills, but your language, your verbal behavior, your verbal language is also matters a lot. Like your communication, as I said, not only about the language but how you speak, you need to focus on that. And your creativity and spontaneity also plays a role in this, so you need to focus on that. You need to start being little bit spontaneous or cracking jokes in a decent way, doesn't hurt anybody. And also answering things in a very more creative way. For example, in a sarcastic way, if someone says that you know ask a question that you don't know, instead of answering them in a rude way. um Oops, I don't use chat gpt, I'm sorry. Well, I have a playlist called Creative Communication, which can help you to come with a good comebacks or in your spontaneity as well. So you can check out that. And at the same time, that's all for today's videos. If you like all these points which help you in better communication and conversation with your friends or colleagues as well, then hit a like button and let me know. I feel really glad if you let me know how you felt about the video and give a review in the comment box below. So yeah, if you like the channel and my playlist of creative communication, subscribe. Stay energetic and stay focused.